Welcome to the Huffy Show.
Welcome to the show. Have a seat.
My exit sign is blurry as fuck.
I might have
Be like this. I don't have my glasses on.
Right. Oh my god, my glasses are broken.
Man, you fucked up.
Oh, they just stopped working.
Alright, 5.
Welcome to this edition of the Smartalecs. You know who I am. I'm your host, John, the smartest of all the Smartalecs. The reason why you guys tune in. I got a distinguished panel of Smartalecs here. We got the young professor professing over here. Glasses.
I love these
What? It's like
Yeah.
Hawaiian spirit fingers or something. Stop doing
some
it.
young shit.
It's not. I called around and they asked me to tell you to stop doing it.
It's cool. You don't even know how to use your phone, old ass man.
Shut up. You got a flip phone. You got an
I don't.
Phone. Yes, you do. You have an Obama
You
phone.
seen my phone?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I've never seen it.
No, you don't. Okay.
I got a flip phone, bitch. And what's wrong with that?
I'm just saying. I'm not. It's nothing
What
wrong
I'm
with it.
saying,
Aha.
No, you don't.
What? We have to introduce him.
I do have a flip phone.
We have to introduce my dude. Why, Mr. Flip Phone himself. We have Angry Al. Everybody, give him a round of applause.
I have a flip phone as well as the other phone.
Angry Al.
I have more than one phone.
So how you feeling today, sir? I see you.
I'm
angry as fuck. Passionate about those phones. I see. Passionate about
them.
them.
That's all.
I see
You
it.
said I didn't.
Okay, I see you.
He does it.
Ready to go, raring to go.
He don't use it.
So
I'm gonna show
let's-
you as soon as this shit over with.
let's.
bitch.
Okay. Let's just.
Lucky John's in the middle. We start scrapping like a motherfucker right now, B.
We wouldn't.
Can we just get into the sad part of the show, please, and give our condolences to the people of El Paso and Dayton, and there was a third one too. I just can't remember.
I think it was California. I just remember it was a garlic festival.
Yeah, the Garlic Festival.
Yeah, I was like, man.
That was.
Yeah, it
They
was
said it was 3 mass shootings in 8 days.
Yeah, it was several, and we give our
All
condolences.
by what color people?
Hold on before.
We don't have to say that. We already
It's
know
white
what
people.
it is.
Yes, it's domestic terrorism.
But they don't call it that. They call it troubled individuals.
Let's just call it what it is. It's domestic terrorism, and when you join the army, you take an oath to protect the country against terrorism,
Isn't it foreign and domestic? Yeah.
and apparently, domestic terrorism
I think they said
under
domestic
this,
and abroad.
right? But
Yeah.
this president doesn't recognize domestic terrorism.
No, he calls it, video games or.
They blame it on video games.
That was
He
crazy.
did
to
say
me.
white supremacy though.
No, he did. He
It's
did
white-
condemn
You
it.
say white
He
supremacy,
did
but it's
condemn
not
it.
white supremacy. It's domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
He
Because
talked about just like
He
They're
said
radicalized.
He said racialism at all levels is wrong. And that,
the speech was written for him, so he didn't say it. It's
it
clearly
came out of
written.
his mouth.
It was clearly written for him because those are not his words. When he uses his own words, he uses things like filthy, disgusting, good people on both sides. That's his words.
Mm.
When you write his speeches for him and he has to read from that teleprompter,
That's when you get
that's
white nationalist and
right.
calling it what everyone wants it to be
But
called.
I mean, that's the first time he's done that.
I'm gonna tell you
Since
this.
this has been
did
going
he go
on.
to either one of the
No.
cities?
He's supposed to go to both of them.
They said that
Did he yet, though?
in El Paso they told him he wasn't welcome. Like, bruh, we don't even
Is
need
that a
you.
fact?
Huh?
That's a fact.
Yeah, they said.
Where do you see that at? 'Cause
I
didn't
saw it
see that.
today on CNN. They said the one the congressman from El Paso is a lady of color. She's not black, but she's brown. And she was like, "Yo, you're not welcome." Basically, I felt like I didn't read the entire story, but just based on that, I feel like they feel like this is your fault for promoting this, and you
He
brought
promotes it, but just
You
as,
low-key-
he doesn't. He does. He
because the manifesto
like
the dude
subtweeting.
wrote-
Right, the manifest. Did you hear about the
The
manifesto?
manifesto the guy wrote
Yeah.
uses his direct words.
and they went on his
And when-
social media and a
when
lot
you
of
use-
things he
right.
retweeted and
When you use-
elaborate on what
That
Trump
means
said.
I am using what you have told me, and I am radicalizing behind this to help with this problem that I feel that you can't or you want us to handle.
See what the issue is, and I know you guys aren't gonna like this comparison because I'm not comparing the two, but I'm saying the difference between Malcolm X, for example, when people would take his words and radicalize it, or Martin Luther King, he would come out and say, hey, don't do this. You know what I'm saying? Trump has never came out and said that. And that's why that's why I am putting some blame on him.
I put all blame on him. What you mean some blame?
I mean, he didn't physically give the person the gun and tell them go do this, but he gave them the idea to make a change.
He empowered them to do it.
He never told them not to do it. Let's put it that way.
No, he's told
That's how I look at it.
Listen, there was a press conference, or there was a rally one time, and he was like, something about the immigrants. I don't know what we should do about that.
And somebody screamed out,
somebody screamed out, shoot him.
And he said,
he started laughing. Ha ha ha, I wish we could do it.
He said you can only get away with that in the panhandle.
Boom. So he didn't say no.
And that's what I'm saying. That's
him deliberately saying, shoot people.
No.
Bro, come on, man.
Bro.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I don't put all blame on him.
I'm going to explain to you like this.
I don't put 100% of the blame on him.
I'm explaining. All right. Wait, hold on. I'm going to catch you jumping. Because I'm going to explain like this. This situation would be totally fucking different if these people were black. If these mass shootings were done by black people, white people would be up in fucking arms. Black people would be disarmed. There would be an act wrote right now on the floor of the Senate to have black people's guns removed from them. No black person can have a weapon. No black person can be seen with a gun. That's how fucking extreme that shit would be. This shit would be black, if they were black killing people.
I wouldn't say just black, any other color but white.
This shit would be nipped in the bud early. This shit would have been nipped in the bud at Columbine. It would have been done. There would have been no more mass shootings. But because they're white people, they're being labeled as mentally ill or unstable because of video games and rock and roll.
That shit is fucking
what
crazy.
What the fuck, bro? We've been playing video games all
That's what I'm saying. My favorite game, one of my favorite games as a kid was the GTA series.
Hold on.
Never did I ever.
Dude, when you play Street Fighter, do you go outside and karate kick your neighbor over the fence?
Sometimes.
Do you just come outside like, you know what? I've been playing Street Fighter all day. Fuck this. Hurricane kick. And then just jump in the air and whirlwind kick somebody.
Nah, not Street Fighter, but
Dragon Ball Z.
But because of Apex, when I see a big hill, I do get a gun and slide all the way down and try and shoot people.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I like to put up zip lines and shit. That shit does not correlate.
Scan the beacons.
That shit does not desensitize you to murder because you know for a fact when you load up fucking 2 barrel clips and attach them to an AK-47, it's done.
Oh, we forgot.
Now, this is my question.
You put on body armor.
That's premeditated.
Why you say you don't blame Trump?
I didn't say I don't blame Trump. I said I don't put 100% of the blame on Trump.
I'm like saying you can give
at the end of the day,
because he shot him.
Because at the end of the day, in both situations, one dude wore body armor, and the other dude drove out of his way to go closer to the border to find more Hispanic people. So there's something there that they went from an idea to acting. He shot his sister. The dude.
But the idea, the ideology. How do you know they wasn't continuously listening to these hate speeches done by Trump? And Trump says a lot of things.
I'm not saying
Trump says a lot of things
I'm just saying
behind closed doors.
It's 80-20.
My thing is
they're 70-30, and the 30 is the shooter.
If Trump wasn't in office, do you think this would have happened?
No.
Okay then. So that's why I would blame. That's why I put the blame on Trump. It's just like I say, putting a battery in somebody's back. That means that person. It's just like activating a cell. Like when they talk about that shit in the movies, activating the cell. Like the nigga was just sitting here, chilling, and he just heard some shit Trump said. Right. This nigga Trump. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. That's Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because even reading the manifesto and shit, the nigga, man, he was using this nigga same word. Like, it was like, nigga, like basically like, I got you, Trump. I know exactly what the fuck
you can't.
I'm the one. He's up there like this.
Right, like, I'm the one. I'm the one to do it.
Right.
I'm the one to do it.
And then for
Turn himself in.
And for you not to.
He
recognize,
cooperated. He turned himself in. Like, this is why I did it. This,
for you not to have, for the FBI not to be investigating domestic terrorism at an all-time high. Like the FBI destroyed the Black Panthers, right? With COINTELPRO. Right now, you're saying you guys can't use those same techniques on these.
You know why? You know why? Because they don't have. First off, they don't have a place to see. The way they're getting these guys is through the internet. You know what I mean?
It's not even that. It's like we had an episode on a month or 2 months ago, how a whole bunch of police officers were in the hate groups.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that it goes up to FBI, Secret
right,
Service?
Of course.
The reason they're not cracking down on it is because they
part of it.
they keep going. They go back enough, they're gonna know someone who's in one of those groups. Now you're knocking on doors of other powerful people that they're funding your private whatever it might be, or they're paying you for services more than anybody. They're not about to take them down. Same reason a handful of the cops who were in racist groups got in trouble. And I bet you, if we dug deeper, I bet you it was the only ones who commented. The ones who were just in the group and laid low, stayed quiet, kept their jobs.
And I bet you there's people who still believe in those ideologies are just smart enough not to join those groups.
I bet you there's people who make up fake profiles so they can.
But listen, this is another way they say it, and this is going back to like how they did COINTELPRO. And my thing is, I don't think first off, like you said, they run this shit, so they don't even need to do that. But I was gonna say also, see, we was organizing, and it's power in numbers. These white folks ain't doing none of that. They're not organizing. They doing shit on their own, nigga. It's just him and his gun and his vest, nigga. That's it. So there's nothing for them to go in and fuck with because, nigga. But I do feel like I feel like it's a way to desensitize us and make us numb to it. But why? See, that's the question that's in my head. Is why are they trying to desensitize us from all this violence?
What's already happened?
What is coming?
I remember a couple, maybe a year ago, maybe even less. I was watching TV, and you know how CNN will have the scroll at the bottom. Mm-hmm. What they were talking about was like a water issue. Something serious, but not to the point where violence is included. You know what the scroll said on the bottom? School shooting in so and so. 7 middle schoolers dead. And I'm like, that's not at the top of the hour? That's a scroll now? So another school shooting is just a scroll? They're slowly desensitizing us. They're the same reason why. Shit. So when it happens, people don't care. So when he says things that are outlandish and extreme, and you get reactions, people are, it's not a far gap. Before shit would happen, and you'd be like, oh my God, I cannot believe that happened. And now we hear shit, and, it's all right there laid out for us, painting the picture. The dude had a manifesto. Dude in Dayton walked in with a body armor. Like, you pulled up to a downtown area in body armor. Well, that already has police. He only was shooting for less than 1 minute and killed 9 people. Imagine if he had 10 minutes.
Right, but
it's 100 people.
That's what I'm saying.
It's desensitized because when it happens, they don't. The powers that be, they don't want to have to do anything.
I feel like they want to do something. They're doing something.
When this election happens, to see if Trump gets reelected, right? It's going to be bananas. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
I really don't know which way it's going to go.
Whomever the Democratic Party puts against him, it's going to be nuts. When I say nuts, at those polls, it's going to be fights. Yeah. It might be a fucking riot situation where people will fight you not to vote. Some wild shit
you from voting.
Like, it's going to be some wild shit.
Not up here. That'll happen down south. That ain't going to happen up here.
No. Well, you don't know. It could be like, see, with us, I always think about our votes not getting counted. Like, I always think about
that's what I'm saying.
Cleveland, Ohio is a Republican state.
Right, that's why I always think my Democratic vote will never get counted.
Exactly.
You have Cleveland, Columbus,
they don't have to fight you at the fucking
Cincinnati that are going to be the vote Democrat. And all those other
it's known that Russia was in our last election. So how do we know that Russia's not going to tamper with this election?
We don't.
Right. And my thing is, if you beat a nigga ass, so you get to the ballot. Your shit still might not get counted.
You might get right. You might get arrested.
Right. Your shit still
definitely
might
getting arrested.
So,
being black. Oh, we're getting arrested.
I think honestly,
might get killed.
I think the 2 people that should be running. I don't know. I know Joe Biden shouldn't be one of them.
Bro, whoever, and I hate the fact that someone is gonna have to not drop to Trump's level, but you can't take the high road. Because you saw what Hillary did, took the high road, and didn't really drop to his level. Mudslinging and being disrespectful and cutting people off while they're talking. They're going to have to find someone who is still Democratic, but is a little edgier to win over the Trump. Because there's people who voted for Trump who won't do it again, and there's people who didn't vote, and they're like, damn, I should have voted for this nigga.
Listen, if they push I think if they push 3 things, which is the reparation shit, they got to push some type of reparations. They got to push free healthcare, and they got to push some type of
gun control.
Well, gun control, as I'm
they
talking,
gotta at least have a good idea for gun control.
No, I'm talking about that would get people to vote for them. It had to be something to deal with definitely a definite financial plus. Meaning, not saying that I'm going to do this and I'm going to something in stone, like maybe not even reparations, but I've heard something about a stipend. Like the nigga was the man. I'm telling you, the Andrew Yang nigga, that Asian cat. Or is he Chinese? I think he's Asian. That Asian cat, he has some great fucking ideas, and he talks about that stipend, which would just be taxing niggas like Amazon who make billions of dollars and don't pay any taxes.
He said everybody get $1,000 a month.
Everybody get $1,000 a month.
Everybody?
Everybody. What?
Even them. Even the big motherfuckers.
Every United States citizen gets $1,000 a month, and by doing that, that stimulates the economy because that way
you have more to spend.
Nobody's really broke.
Right. Everybody feels like
it sounds good in theory, but the issue is, we'll get into that another day.
Right, because he doesn't just have that. But I mean, it sounds good in theory, but it's also great in theory because.
Absolutely.
Right.
But also think about shit. For a fact. Let's say you're a street nigga. You're always out here hustling, trying to knock somebody's head off. For a fact, everybody you see is gonna get $1,000 a month.
So are you.
So I don't have to knock a nigga head off.
But you want more. There's always somebody out there who wants
more.
Bro,
believe me, it is.
I don't think it
but
would be.
I don't think so because if
it'd be less violence.
It's a nigga. The same nigga that knocking nigga head. The same nigga that's knocking heads off. I'm knocking heads off for money.
Correct.
So $1,000, I'm not knocking nobody's head off, nigga. I'm taking my $1,000 and going out.
Two and put this nigga and take his.
If I'm a street nigga, why? Like this. And then wait a minute, if I'm a street nigga and I got kids, let's think about it,
bro.
No, I'm thinking about the street nigga. Most street niggas have kids. Most street niggas have baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, if that's coming into the household, niggas ain't. That's why something like that would be beneficial because it would cut down on the crime because motherfuckers actually have money. I got money so I can go get a suit, so I can get my hair cut, so I can try to get this fucking job. You feel me?
Everything
the reason why we knocking niggas' heads
off.
Exactly. Yeah. He gives hope to the hopeless. You know what I mean? Period.
Everything
I can stack this $1,000 every month, and at the end of the month, at the end of the year, I had this amount of money. I could start a business. I could do this. I could do that.
What if I have a job and I just live off of what I make and then stack this $1,000?
At the end of the year, I got $12,000.
Right. But what kills it, in my opinion, what really makes sense is the fact that, like you said, these tech companies are making billions of dollars off of us. Off of the shit that we use.
Apples, iPhones.
Right. We use the Apples, we use the iPhones.
2 of them almost a year now.
We use Amazon, we use Uber. These are all tech companies making billions of dollars off of us. Why not? Why can't we get some of that back? You know what I mean?
Well, we'd be more likely to spend more.
Elizabeth Warren said she would only tax 2
cents on the dollar
on every after $100 million. So think about that. You making billions of dollars.
$50 million, I thought.
Right, or something like that. But it's so much at that point. After you making that much money, what's 2 cents on your dollar? And in that way, she was like, "That's free healthcare. That's free college." You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine free college? Yeah. Your student loans is forgiven now. Everybody, not just some. You don't got to pay back. We forgive this amount. Everybody's done. You don't have to pay back nothing.
Because that's what those. And because they're seeing right, but they're also seeing the issues that are hampering the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a big percentage of motherfuckers that owe student debt, and the reason that we can't have a family, can't buy a house, I can't do half the shit
I'm
that
crippled by I owe 100 and niggas be like, I owe $300,000 in student loans. What am I going? I'm never going to pay
doctorates.
Right.
But
I'm never going to pay this.
I am a doctor, but shit, I don't make that in a year yet.
Right. I'm never going to pay this off.
And they just keep hitting you with interest.
Right. So then it's good. They was like people are gonna be paying student loans till they die.
Yeah. This country is built upside down. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be a trickle down thing, but it's not. Everything goes up. So now we got to put somebody in office that's gonna flip this shit around. Niggas need to see some type of. Cause see, in my opinion, Trump cheated to get in. Period.
I mean, that's shit. It's like you said, Russia is
right at this
definitely
point
meddled in our. Nigga even said, I didn't think I'd make it this far. I just was,
Right at this point in time, I don't know if they still will have the same impact or be able to do the same things that they did before. I don't think so. I'm quite sure the feds or whatever, but you never know. You know what I mean? The Russians.
It's a documentary on
You
Netflix.
think so?
That's what I'm saying.
Did you watch The Great Hack?
Not yet. I tried to watch it the other day.
They go into like where Cambridge Analytical.
It looks really good.
That's who helped Donald Trump. How they said they have 5,000 points of data.
Yeah.
On every American.
Like on what they do.
Right.
How they operate.
So he was able, whomever was in charge was able to take that data and funnel it down to say things that get people going. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's how
on the Facebook, like the ads you would see.
Right. That's how you get. That's how Facebook is able to. When people be like, my phone is listening to me because we was just talking about that shit. It's not listening to you. They got your behaviors predicted so well that this
say,
right
the things you look
at. This is what you're gonna go
pictures
to.
you take.
So
search
probably
history,
around this time
all
you're
of
looking
that
at this, and you was talking about it because they predicted your behavior, and I
still think they're listening though.
And they moved you to that direction. That's what the thing is. That's not the points of data. The fact that you can use this data
to manipulate
and manipulate not just me, but everybody to one thing. Like we can manipulate this whole group of people over here. Like, and they don't even know it. You don't even know what they have.
You're just like, damn.
All your pornography history right there. You know what I'm saying? Boom, this guy likes this shit. Boom, all your bank history right there. Boom, this guy overdrafts his account once a month because he has overdraft forgiveness and he goes back in. He's a gambler. He likes this shit. He likes sports. Okay. I see you only look at Democratic shit. You only like this shit. All this shit combined to be you. And then them niggas just roll you.
That's why it always says, how you feel about this ad.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen those?
Yeah.
And they'll say, what are your feelings on this ad? So you say, I don't really like it. You never see that ad again. They swap it out with something else they think you like.
Wherever.
And as soon as you click on yes, you're going to get a lot of things that are similar to that. It's pretty crazy.
Skip that shit.
Because I've noticed that with games. Like games. I'm on my iPhone. I play a lot of games. And the games that I like they're I'm bored, just taking up time. It's not an adventure. It's not an action. It's just hitting something. You know how many ads I get for little bullshit games every day?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, bro, this shit really is the algorithm. They have algorithms on all of us. And like you said, they'll pick a whole group of people and be like, this is how a lot of you guys think.
These people can be swayed.
This is how you're going to start thinking. Starting now. And you don't even know what's happening.
So, I'm telling you, that's why this election is going to be crazy. And in my opinion,
bro,
this is going to be like the first time that Americans will have to actually turn off everything and think for like themselves. That this hasn't happened in a long time.
It sounds great in theory, bro.
No, nobody will be able to
but
think. They don't think. People don't think for themselves.
Do it.
No.
Not when you have 1,000 different news networks, and a couple of them in particular go this way, the other way go this way, and then you got ones that are in the middle that are neutral. Like they know what you're gonna do before you do it. So they're not going to allow you to think for yourself unless you physically just go off the grid and just go to every fucking speech, but you don't watch anything on TV. If you got a TV, they're going to
the Democratic election is going to be very important. So I'll make my own decision there, and I'll follow and support that candidate, and hopefully the votes will be counted correctly.
I feel like what they need to do is take all these goddamn Democratic candidates, put them together and form a Voltron. Like
one mega candidate.
Right, one mega candidate. Take everybody's good ideas and policies. All right, bitch, you got a good idea policy. I'm taking that. Hey, you got a good idea policy. I'm taking that. I'm running. I'm taking all y'all policy. We running together. Like we gonna run as they need to run as a team. But we can only pick, the president and the vice president.
It's 19 people. It's 19 different names. It's one name. Like, my name is Rodney Allen. Jonathan, Jason.
No, but I feel what you're saying. Like,
for real, bro. Because I hear so many good ideas from different people. But see, my thing is, some of the people that I hear some good ideas from, like the one chick who killed Kamala Harris. at the
she
debate.
smoked her.
But she also followed up with some good shit. Like, you know what I mean?
I didn't
So
watch her,
I'm like, damn, she smoked the old girl, but who the fuck is that?
Right,
You feel
I've
me?
never even heard of you.
Right, so
Like, that was like
but
somebody...
I bet you her fucking policies are fucking awesome. I bet you has some great immigration. I bet you her, you know what I mean? So we gotta you need to, motherfucker gotta take some from everybody. And everybody come together and be like, I'm about that.
Bernie Sanders would be the only one who could do that.
Bernie Sanders,
Get everyone to sit down and physically
But
allow...
Bernie Sanders just passed the fucking,
together.
just tried to get just passed the bill and sent. I don't know if it...
You know how they shit on Bernie Sanders?
But you know he got it for college to get a college
loan.
loan.
Bernie Sanders is he's not a socialist, but he has a lot of socialist ideas and ideologies. So the first thing out people's mouth is that this nigga's a socialist,
right?
Which is like back in like the 50s and shit. If you were a socialist, that's like being a goddamn communist. Like, you're a socialist. Oh my god, this nigga's a socialist? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So Bernie Sanders, that's how they always get him. But people are starting to see that
he's not right.
It's not socialism. It's just a better way to do things.
Right.
Like the government, that's what the government is there for. It's supposed to be there. If you can't fucking make it, you're supposed to be able to go to the government and say, look, I need help. Boom. They help you. You're not supposed to go down there and beg. They'd be like, here's a crate of food. Nigga, here's $12. Don't come back no more.
That's it.
That's it.
Go your feet, nigga.
We'll see you in 30 days, maybe.
Right.
But you gotta
pass the test.
Yeah,
you gotta take a drug test, a karate test. Karate test? You ain't gotta walk across these hot coals.
5 jobs.
Wait a minute. Speaking of that shit, though. All right. I mean, I hate to get off subject, but I had to think about it because I just thought about this. Reparations for the LGBTQ.
I didn't hear that.
I didn't either. I saw Tasha's post.
I saw the Queen post about it. I didn't get to see it. I didn't see anything about that, and I watch CNN a lot, so I didn't see that. I don't even know how they would get it because you can't check that on your. There's nowhere on your tax return they can't be like, yeah, I'm black, white, gay, and then like in the thing there's like, what's your sexual preference? Like what? Straight or gay? Like. And then you check gay, and all of a sudden your tax return go up like 4,000. Hell yeah, everybody's gay. Then.
I was about to say
that, right?
Hey, what? Hey, if that's all it takes, like,
I'm checking for box. Yeah, I'm checking that box.
I'm super gay.
Yeah, I'm gay. I've been gay. Yeah.
How much do I get for being gay?
Yeah, what's my gay? Yeah, what's the gay stipend? Okay.
Right? Like you said, how much?
What? Oh yeah.
How much does the training get? Like,
they gonna be like, unless they be like, you gotta prove you're gay, you gotta get butt fucked or some shit. I'm like, no.
I was just playing. I'm
just joking.
You got an eraser for a pen,
right? Because I can't. I just check them both and then circle this one and X this one out.
I would put an arrow next to the straight mark just so you.
Right. I'm gonna put like my initials so you know it's me because that's how you do things.
Modify, right? You gotta modify it.
Right, and I'm gonna put modified by J, and then I'm gonna put the date, time.
Nope. See, that was
get it notarized and everything.
That was the lie. See, that was the trick question. See, y'all fucked it up. Y'all supposed to be like. Alright, and then it was like, alright, you get $4,000. We weren't gonna really fuck your ass.
No.
I can't gamble that. You be like,
that risk is way higher than the reward.
Right, you be like, yeah, they be like, alright, do this!
Like,
you be like, I was just doing it. He's ready to go.
Oh no.
You can't turn him
No,
down.
you want this $4,000 or not?
You be like, nah, I don't want it now. Nigga, I thought you were just playing.
You go get it. Like,
no, I don't want it now. I thought you were just playing.
Grab his arms.
Thought it was a joke, nigga. That's what I was saying. Like, I was like,
I was kidding this nigga, man.
I thought it was a joke, B.
that shit's not funny, bro.
What?
He said, grab his arms. This is rape. Wait a minute. I'm not gay. Like, I thought you were asking if I was happy. When I saw gay, I thought you were asking if I'm happy.
I thought it was a happy text, so I'm happy. I'm a happy person.
You gotta.
But yeah, man, Trump.